Welcome to MSU&U, bringing you news, events, and entertainment from around Michigan State University. I'm Leah Benoit. This spring, MSU showcased everything from fashionable student creations to rising stars in music and film. Our reporters were there to capture it all. Each year, the Kellogg Center plays host to the Michigan State University Museum's annual chocolate party, where local chocolatiers show off their best work while engaging in some sweet competition. If you're a chocolate addict, you might want to brace yourself for Jacqueline Burnett's decadent coverage.
Welcome to MSU&U. I'm your host, Jacqueline Burnett, and today is a very sweet day. Right now, I'm here at the 25th Michigan State University Museum Chocolate Party. Our competitors are going to be making masterpieces surrounding anniversaries, birthdays, and celebrations. Let's go see what we can bite our teeth into. So right now, I'm with the director of today's event. Can you tell me a little about it, please?
It's a whole lot of fun, isn't it? So this is our 25th annual MSU Museum Chocolate Party benefit. So it's definitely got a great history behind it. And it's just pretty unique in our area. So we literally fill the big 10 rooms at the Kellogg Hotel and Conference Center with chocolate. Restaurants, caterers, bake shops, people who specialize in chocolate. And then one of the really unique things about this event is that we have this professional culinary competition where we have these masterpieces that are literally sculpted out of all forms of chocolate. So we gave the competitors this year the theme of anniversaries and milestones and celebrations to kind of give a nod to our 25th year. So that's what inspired these masterpieces. But we really want to help people understand that this is an event that raises funds for care and preservation of our museum collections.
So is this your first year at the chocolate party?
It's my third, actually.
Okay, so what brings you back here?
Well, number one, all the chocolate, but number two, it is a great fundraiser, and it's so wonderful to have the MSU Museum in our community. So I really can't think of a better way to support such a museum.
What did it take to make this piece?
Well, it took about 40 hours, and there's a lot of stuff lying around the bake shop. I work in the Amory Grand Plaza, and just took time away from my family.
How did you get involved in this competition?
It's through our purveyor of chocolate, the guy who supplies chocolate, Great Lakes Gourmet. He sponsors it, and we've been involved for about 12 years, 10, 12 years.
What does this benefit to you?
Well, I'm a Spartan fan, so I'll always support the MSU Museum. But it's great that it supports the museum itself, and I get to work with chocolate.
So, what brings you today
Nice job.
to the
Something you may not be aware of, folks, and you should know.
Well,
it
we
is
both work
very,
at Baking
very
Cakes,
rare
and
that
every
the
year
public's
Baking
invited to
Cakes
see
participates
things
in
like
the
this.
chocolate party.
It's usually chefs
This is my
and
third
folks
year,
in
and
the arts
we just love to get
judging
people all
themselves and
chocolate
each
up
other,
with our
and
good
it's
stuff.
not fun.
And how did this benefit actually initially get started?
Well, it was sort of the idea of how to bring people together, how to get people together kind of around maybe a common interest or a common appreciation, and who doesn't like chocolate, right? So it just kind of grew from there, and it's always amazing to me the things that people can do with chocolate. We even have chocolate bacon cake this year, so there are connoisseurs that are just doing really, really creative things. So
This has been Jacqueline Burnett with MSU&U. Thanks again for joining me today. I hope you've enjoyed this segment just as much as I have. See you next time. For now, bon appetit.
If you love fashion, you don't necessarily have to head to New York to see the latest designs on the runway. Each spring, the Apparel and Textile Design program at Michigan State hosts MSU Fashion Week. I caught up with the aspiring fashionistas and their gorgeous models at the annual fashion show at the Wharton Center. When you think of Fashion Week, places like London, Paris, and New York probably come to mind. But there's a whole world of design and creativity right here in East Lansing. I'm Leah Benoit with MSU&U, and we're here at the 2014 Apparel and Textile Design Fashion Show at the Wharton Center as part of MSU Fashion Week.
I got involved with the ATD Fashion Show by being an ATD major and being in classes with all the professors who put on the show, like Dr. T and Rebecca Schuling. The process of getting into the show and picking pieces, we go through a jury of the directors, junior directors, and the 2 professors who put on the show. And as a BFA student, which I am, Bachelor of Fine Arts, we can submit up to 5 pieces. So I put in 5 pieces, and then from that, they go over what's strong, what's not strong, and get selected that way.
I actually got involved with this last year already, so I just decided to do it again because I loved it. It was so much more fun. And I kind of do it on the side as it is. I kind of do other runway kind of stuff.
No, I'm actually a communication major.
I'm not a ATD major, I'm international relations and Spanish.
I actually just had one fitting before and she did a good job, obviously.
Yeah, it took me one fitting as well. She just kind of like put me in it last minute. It was like, hey, it works.
The other models have been wearing really incredible outfits, so it's been really fun to see people's ideas and the concepts that they have brought to life, really.
Yeah, the models are dressed in some really fabulous outfits. I dreams, really. I can't believe they've created these things, the designers.
From conception to today, I would say it took about 6 months in total, from coming up with an inspiration, figuring out what materials to use, how to construct the garments, and then after completing them, finding models, finding the hair and makeup, and everything to go together. The assignments that we create is pretty much free reign, but for example, one of the pieces that are in is a tessellation project. So I use the inspiration of 9/11 and the Pentagon building itself and used the Pentagon shape and repeated that. So that was the only restriction. And as far as material, we can choose anything, and I chose to use vinyl, leather, and cotton. On average, it would probably take me like 72 hours to make, so not like 3 days, but like actual 72 hours. My favorite part of the show is just having my models work their stuff on the runway and seeing my garments come to life. They do such a good job. So.
My favorite part of this whole experience is definitely walking on the runway. It doesn't hurt that someone else did my hair and makeup. This is a wig, but it's been really fun.
I would have to say so as well. My favorite part is walking on the runway. I love the excitement that is from the crowd and the lights. It's all so much fun.
For more news and entertainment around campus, be sure to follow our Twitter feed and stay tuned to our YouTube channel for new episodes. I'm Leah Benoit with MSU&U. Do you dream of being the next Beyonce or Justin Timberlake? Do you know how to carry a tune? The students who participated in this year's Spartan Voice competition definitely can. Matt Miller caught up with the vocalists after their performances.
You might be familiar with shows like American Idol and The Voice, but you might not know that MSU has its own talent competition. I'm Matt Miller, reporting from the International Center, where tonight 10 Spartans will be judged on their musical abilities to determine who is the next Spartan Voice. I'm here with Stephanie Stroska, a director of events for UAB. How long have you been involved with the UAB, Stephanie?
This is my 3rd year being involved with UAB and 2nd year as a director.
So what's going on in tonight's event?
Tonight we have the Spartan Voice in the International Center, and it's a singing competition. We've chosen top 9 students to perform. They're each going to go through and play one song, and then we have judges choosing our top 3. And then from there, the audience is going to text in from the top 3 on who they think the winner should be.
So what did you sing tonight?
I sang Team by Lord.
And how do you feel about your performance tonight?
I had a lot of fun. I think it went well.
Your whole life waiting on the ring to prove you're not alone. Have you ever been?
I'm singing Talking to the Moon by Bruno Mars. Now I did Men's Glee Club for a couple years, but not anymore, so just Spartan Discords and then just staying involved.
you've never been in this competition before. Are you nervous?
I don't really get nervous until right when I go on, and then I get nervous and I blank, and it's really bad.
Great job to all our contestants. I'm Matt Miller with MSU&U. Stay tuned for more episodes.
The UAB Film Festival showcases the best in student films at Michigan State. Aspiring directors and actors alike submit their work to be judged by a panel of their peers. Emma Jean Bedford headed to the event to find out more.
Plenty of people have dreams of becoming the next Steven Spielberg, but some very talented Spartans are already on their way. I'm Imogen Bedford with MSU&U, and we're here at the 2014 UAB Student Film Festival at Wells Hall. We caught up with aspiring filmmakers at the red carpet event.
So can you explain to me your role in UAB?
Yeah, well, I'm the films director, so there's 11 branches of UAB, and I control the film side, which can go anywhere in student programming from our campus center cinemas movie theater at Wells Hall. We show new movies every weekend, to the advanced screenings we host. I think we have our 6th one coming up this April. Movie events, the annual Student Film Fest in the spring. Just anything free programming and anything films is what I cover.
Can you give me a little background information about what the UAB Student Film Festival actually is about?
Yeah, it's trying to showcase student talent from the film's perspective. I mean, there's so many cool organizations, and I learned that there's production companies and the telecasters and TC, and there's all these majors that are geared towards films, and a lot of students beyond filming in their dorms room just don't get any exposure. So it's really cool to showcase it and really just have it be about them.
So tell me your role in this film festival tonight, and what did you contribute?
Okay, I was the lead actor in John Clement Smith, method actor, and my director unfortunately could not be here tonight, so he told me to take his place.
Okay, so what other things have you acted in, and how long have you been doing it for?
I've been acting since roughly the end of high school. I didn't exactly have the right track to go into acting full time, but I've since become a part of the MSU Filmmakers Club, and I've acted in several things for them when they couldn't find other actors.
What was the most difficult part about making this film?
Getting the other actors to show up, believe it or not.
What are your plans for the future, and where do you want to take this?
Well, I really like directing music videos. I think that's a lot of fun, so that's definitely one of the main areas that I'm interested in. But I like doing short films as well.
So tell me your role in this festival today and all the things that you've submitted.
I directed with Rob Smith the Run music video, and then I also directed, produced, filmed, edited Spelt Coffee, First Kiss parody, the one that has like the toys in it, and the Selfie Beast.
Wow, so you've done everything behind the scenes.
A little bit. I guess I like to be involved with everything.
How does it feel right now being on the other side of the camera?
It's pretty interesting.
I am a filmmaker of 2 short films that are both in the drama-ish area. One's more of a comedy and one's more of a documentary.
How do you think you're going to feel when you're watching your own film during the festival? Are you going to feel nervous or?
Honestly, nervous in one way, wanting to hide my face, but like really excited because it's like showcasing my favorite thing.
I'm Imogen Bedford with MSU&U. Stay tuned for more news and events around campus.
Be sure to connect with us on Facebook, Twitter, and YouTube for more episodes and previews of what's to come. I'm Leah Benoit for MSU&U. Stay tuned for more news, events, and entertainment around Michigan State.